Hi everybody and welcome to Hex Token channel, and here we are, hex.com. We're on today 751. Let's get straight into it, folks. Hex and Pulsechain and PulseX. Let's go. Right, here we are, day 751, 22nd of December 2021. Man, only was it 2 days away till Christmas Eve and then Christmas Day. So here we are, the timestamp up to 24 hours, 27.6 cents, and that's down 7.7%, and that's pretty much in play on the zone that we expected, that it would pretty much be trading most likely outcome that between 27 to 31 cents. We have had it dip to 26.5 temporarily, but pretty much the range is still holding. So very cool. All right, guys, the return on investment multiplier from all-time low, and that is the 5th of January 2020, is 4,892x. That's down slightly from yesterday, or down quite, was about 400 from yesterday with the price. Payout per T-share, oh my God, it's really good. 5.952 hex per T-share. I love it. So get those T-shares when you can. T-share price, $5,497. That's a lot cheaper than yesterday, about 500 bucks. So very cool. Or for $60, let's say. T-share rate 19,905, a dot day after yesterday's epic day of 96.5, and average stake length 5.93 years. So it's pretty consistent over the last 4. And the annual percentage yield rate, interest and early interstate penalties, 37.69, slightly higher than yesterday. Let's have a look at the liquidity in the pool. Hex in the pool back up to 120 million. And of course, that's, was it? Up about 7 million, just under 7 million from yesterday. Remember, this Hex in the pool pretty much made up of Uniswap, Vision 2, Vision 3, USDC, and obviously we've got the ETH as well. So we've got the Vision 2, Vision 3, the ETH. So that's what this is here. 32.6 million and 1,293, obviously down respectively compared to the price. Very cool. Total, let's look at the valuation. 17.8 billion total locked, 158.87 billion market cap, down from yesterday, obviously all reflecting the price decrease. T-share market cap 38.93 billion, and 10,720,719 T-shares, and that's down 760. So great to be a T-share holder, that's for sure. Those are going down, the number of T-shares holders, so it's pretty cool. Obviously we want it to go up in some ways because we want adoption to happen as well. Total supply 637 billion, up minted pretty modest today, 12.2 million minted today. Circulating supply 575.3 billion, and that's up 21.7, and all expected because we've got stakes coming out pretty heavy through December. All right, stake supply 61.8 billion, and that's down another 9.5 million there. We only had one positive day, which was yesterday. Otherwise, all decrease there in the staked amount. It's great to be a staker, right? Because less stakes, more rewards to us. So nice. Let's have a look at the GA numbers. Good accounting, 1 billion, and that's down 1.5 million. As well. So stakes percentage of coins, 9.71%, and that's relatively modest as well. So more payout for us. So 63.8 million is the Hex payout. Of course, that's deferred deflation, and it comes out, gets minted as we call it, when people have stakes mature or any early end stake, that sort of thing. Penalties, 761,000. Nice, we love these penalties. Look at all those penalties, beautiful. Total holders 396,471. Still a very good day, 591. That's really cool, and we're heading towards 400,000 holders, so that's nice. Current stake is 72,817. Change in stake is 88. That's, it's okay. I like to get these triple-digit numbers, that's for sure. Total stake is 190, is up 91,616, and current holder 275,913, up 571, which is a pretty good number too. So nice there on the last 2 days. Let's jump over to the real-time price. As the real-time price is 27.5 cents, and we're sitting right in the middle of the Bollinger Bands there on the date hourly candle here, and that's where we're at the moment. So we did actually, we peaked out up here, and we're up around about 31 cents. We've been down, correction down about 15%, and now we're currently at down 11%. And otherwise, so this is the range that I expected. right here, the top and bottom of the range is where I expected to trade in. For the most part, it has done that, except for 2 hours there, back here. So except for those 2 hours, it has pretty much traded in that 27-cent range. So we'll definitely see if it holds up there. All we need now is it to curve just up a little bit rather than go down a bit more. So expect it to curve up there with the volume. So we'll watch that very closely the next few hours. So that's about it on that. I'm going to jump quickly from the price review there, and we'll actually quickly jump to the daily candle there as well. So that's where it is on the daily. And I'm not going to go too much into price structure here at the moment. I will be covering that later today. So cool. And you can see it looks pretty stellar to me, looking good there at the moment. So nice. All right, let's jump over to liquidity. And of course, we've got 85.4% in USDC. And Vision 2 and Vision 3 are equal to each other today, which is interesting. So about 15% in Ethereum. Very cool. The Tshare price at the moment 5,500 at 27.7 cents it says, and you can see Tshare price is going up. The Hex price going up. The share rate is going up, except for today was a dot day, but we're not far away from 20,000. That's going to be a major. Adoption's going up, certainly picked up the last 2-3 days. So that's nice to see, and our payouts have been spectacular. If you're staking it, you are killing it with the stakes and the penalties. Very nice. And that's only going to get better. It's going to get better. If you're holding T-shares, you are holding the golden ticket. That's your Willy Wonka's golden ticket. So this is a 15-year global stakes coming up. And once we get through a lot of this stuff, we have only got like I say, May there, 16th of May or 13th of May, I think it is, something like that, 16th of May. So once we get through this, we're pretty cool. And let's jump to that period. We're going to jump to this little period at the front here. And of course, I actually thought I had that up. Yeah, I did. So we lost one of our candles today. And so we've only got this candle that was new. These were new candles, 1, 2, and 3. And so we lost one already. And then we've got this candle coming up, 474 million hex. We've got this one here that jumped in for 12 days, 736, and then our original last candle was this one here, 761. So we've got 207,000 T-shares expiring at this point. We take this other candle, which is decent, then it's 234, and that's by the 2nd of January there. So almost through this. Let's see what happens to all this. Will some of it be sacrificed? Some of it be restaked short-term, medium, long-term? Some of it just be held for a copy on Pulsechain, or some of it gets sold. We'll watch that very closely. All right, very cool. Let's jump over to the Whalebot. Last 22 hours ago, we had 1.4 million sold on V3, 1.1 million bought for 21 hours ago as well. We had just under 1 million sold 20 hours ago. We had a 15 million hex stake end after 30 days. This is one of these short-term ones. Typically just get rolled for the interest. And 1.4 million bought 13 hours ago. That was very nice. And then 2.5 million sold 9 hours ago. So that's probably a big amount that definitely impacted price there. 30 million hex in staked up to 4 months here. So you can see that's one of those long ones. We get typically these ones are like 4 months, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months kind of thing. That's kind of what they typically do. So that's a shorter period. 1.2 million hex just bought 7 hours ago. Nice. And then 5.5 million stake for 6 months there. So he's even the longer period, sort of more like the long part of the short period. And it's cool. 1.2 million hex sold 4 hours ago. So obviously that impacts price. That's why we're probably down a bit lower. 250,000 hex in staked, and that was early. So 464 days. 905 days, so they got a penalty of 218. They got a payout of 219. So maybe they desperately need the money. That's probably the case 4 hours ago. 1.3 million hex sold 44 minutes ago, and that's what got us down to that price snapshot that we had. That's why we dipped down to 27.5, because we were actually a little bit higher than that, about 28.1 cents, something like that. So this is the one that got us underneath there for our time snapshot. So cool. Let's jump over to Pulsechain quickly. And here we are, pulsechain.com. And these are all the benefits, of course, we're looking forward to. Super fast and super cheap and deflationary. Going to be cool with the burn as well. Very cool. Biggest airdrop in history. Biggest yield farming in history of PulseX. Going to be fun. All right, let's get to Pulsechain. on the GitLab, and of course the last updates we had were testnet and the GoPulse. GoPulse means that testnet 2.0 has got a new version. We're going to go check that out. Your new version is was 0.51. It is now 0.6. So that there has been updated in here. Cool. And of course, here we are on Pulsechain, the testnet 2.0 live. So looking good there. 3.7 second blocks at the moment, 86,500 transactions. We've got all the blocks ticking away there. And the transactions down there. So it's just going along, people testing on it. You won't see a lot of that, but that's what's happening. Let's jump over to Richard Hart's tweets. And this is something that I mentioned the other day, but Richard Hart's has picked it up here 3 hours ago. This nice guy registered and gave over pulseswap.com to prevent people from getting scammed. I think PulseX is still a better brand, so going with that. So at least people won't get scammed with the pulse swaps. A big shout out to Moonwhale who bought that. So very cool Hexkin in the community, or Pulsekin in this case. So it was really cool. Other than that, lots of social stuff that Richard's posting. Let's finally end up with the Pulsechain timeline and pulse swap. So here we are in the testnet 2.0, this yellow line here. So we're traveling along at the moment. Let's see how many days we've been going. So about this many days. Just go there. So we've been testnet 2.0 for 10 days. 10 days so far. So how long is it going to be? 2 weeks? Let's see how long it is going to be. We know that Pulsechain testnet 0.0 was very long. So, if we take that, Pulsechain testnet 1.0 was 77 days. So I don't think we're going to be that long, but how long is testnet 2.0 going to be? We're going to pull our rocket down a bit here because obviously the prices have moved down a little bit. And then Pulsechain testnet 3.0. And yes, there will be another testnet with balances written and AMM bot run. That was the 16th December tweet from Richard. So when will that fit in here? So how long will this keep going? And when will it fit in? If so, very cool. Waiting for the information around that, and then we'll be able to adjust our timeline for Pulsechain and PulseX accordingly. Still expecting PulseX to launch sacrifice somewhere between the 27th and the end of the year. So that's definitely coming closer. Let's do the old numbers of that. So 1, 2, so that could be as early as 3 days away through to 8 days. So 3 to 8 days away is possibly when that could launch. Before the end of the year is what Richard said. The 27th is my date that I've put in there. Cool. Hex scale, of course, expecting that to launch before the end of the year. Big whale buying, and it'll be buying forever and staking 5555. Funding Jim is killing it out there amongst the billionaire crew as a billionaire liaison, onboarding and billionaires, having meetings, at least with half a dozen or so. Very cool. Big shout out to Funding Jim for all that he does, because that's major stuff. So these things are also working together to some respect as well. So nice. And very exciting stuff coming up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Feel free to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. I will be doing a video on PulseX, yield farming returns, and other things around fees and things that we know of at this stage to some degree. So check out that video is coming out in a few hours time. Hope you guys enjoy that, and of course live streaming later today. We'll have a lot of fun with that too. All right, don't forget channel membership open. Hexkins, Pulsekins, Hexkins, and Richard Hart Club. Get into there, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.